Hey y'all, Ben here with a quick update on the Enjoy Life Aquarium Center. Enjoy Life Aquarium Garden and Pets. It's been a while. We have been working, we've had delays, but we're making progress. All right, so let's take a look. I've got all my maintenance stuff in here, cluttering up, but stuff is happening. So we have got some plants, plant rack. The rainforest room is going to be the last room we do because we have the reef tank that we've got to move out. I've had some changes in that. I am going to be doing a 210-gallon coral tank right now, along with this coral flat. Let me see. I got stuff in the way. All right, so we're going to have this shallow coral flat right here. I'm going to raise it up to 50 inches so that you can get a good view straight into it, but also you can still look down. But I have to have it so that you don't scrunch all the time. You can kind of get a good look in. I've got my saltwater tanks mostly filled. They are cycling with live rock. The 210. So all right, come on, look at here. All right. So this is the reef room. We've got let me point right behind me, the reptile room. We've got saltwater dry goods here. And then the reef room right here. In between, we've got a little JBJ 45, going to be an anemone tank probably. Going to be grow out, and when they become available, basically when they stick to the wall, I'll pull them, or when they split. So that'll probably be zoos and anemones. So we got some dry goods up here. Got a little slat wall going. I'm going to fill in some of the other gaps with slat wall here. All right, so we've got some dry goods. Bam, salt water coming in, and saltwater tanks are cycling. I'm not going to worry about facing this with anything yet, but we probably will put a black ABS. Oh, let me know what you think about this idea. Okay, so I'm going to skin this with black ABS plastic. If you don't know what that is, it's the textured black plastic. Some aquariums have it on the top and bottom. It's just kind of got a ripply texture to it. The back side is flat. But I've got a super cool idea. Let me know what you think. I want to implement it. Probably will just take a little bit more time. It's kind of a finesse type thing, not a definite get open type of thing. Ha! But here's the idea. Okay, so I want to put a groove router in a channel right here. Put a RGB, red, green, blue LED strip that fades the rainbow color and magenta and everything. I think you've probably seen that before. The skin, the ABS skin, I'm going to have it cut to have windows for the tanks. So we're going to have windows for the tank, and then a complete open top with 2 sliding doors. I don't know where that glare's coming from. Anyhow, so let me get that out of the way. Then, so they come in 4x8 sheets. I'm going to have them cut right along here. Right where that channel is, I'm going to have them matched up together to have like a wave, and then enjoy life, and or the words preservation, education, restoration, because that's what we're about. We're about learning about stability, learning about how to understand a balanced ecosystem in a small microcosm, and hopefully people will gain a fuller understanding of what that means in their life, in their body, because there's microbiomes all over the place, inside of you, in your yard, and having a living ecosystem really solidifies that understanding with an experience. An experiential understanding is so much better than something you'll read or hear from somebody, but really going through that process of having a balanced ecosystem is what we are giving. That's what we want to do. Let's go to the freshwater. All right. So we've got a big-ass Oscar in here. Say hello to this big-ass Oscar. Hello, buddy. People are giving us fish, fish that we can barely keep. He's happy in that little 10-gallon for now. He's alive. It's definitely not permanent. We need to find him a home. Anybody local, $30, take him home, get him out of here. But he's super sweet, beautiful fish. We've got some big pacus down here, and they already have a home. They're going to a home today. We've got these little barred Midas hybrids, billions of little babies. We've got more over in the cichlid tank that we're holding for a customer. All right, gonna run through this update real quick because I've got to get to work. Got to go clean some tanks, make them beautiful. We've got my hidden door for the family and employee room coming in. I'm gonna put this other slat wall up. I'm gonna move this section up and then put this one down here so you can't tell it's a door, but if you watch the video, I mean, you know there's a secret room right here. My next big project is gonna be the what do I gotta do? I gotta do the stand for the display, frame this out, put the header and footer in, and put the trim on the side along with a little granite shelf on the bottom. It's gonna be a bomb-ass reef display. Give me your ideas if it should be an SPS display, mixed reef, whatever you think. All right, so this is other progress we've done. We've got a nice little wash tub here. We've got our RO system in. We've got water made. The salt tank is coming in next. That's still at the house. Got more slat wall to put up. I've got all of my drawers and plastic things that hold things for doing stuff over there. Today we're probably going to fill these tanks. We need to put the tops on all of these. The final stage for that is probably going to be, I will probably use, look, I got this cool flooring right here. And I am probably going to skin the freshwater tanks with this. So this fits, this is a 4-inch wood. I can clean this up, put a nice stained wood, very rustic. It matches the checkout stand. That is probably what I'm gonna do. But first and foremost, we gotta get open. We're probably looking at, I know we were looking at mid-September, probably looking at within the first week or so of October. You know, I've been doing it all myself. Been having fun doing it, taking my time, and it's been a little bit more costly than what I expected, but we're making it happen, having fun doing it. That's what it's about. It's about enjoying life, and every process, every hassle, every hurdle in the way. I thank you for being with me in this experience, and everybody involved. We are looking for interns, employees, trade employees. If you want some coral fish tanks, I've got a ton of used tanks in the garage at my house that I need cleared out. If I'm not using them here, they're going home with somebody. So if you'd like to work off a little, if you like to do a little trade, if you need a tank, want some cool fish, happy to help you out. Help me out. What else? What else? Okay, I figured out what I'm gonna do with this water system. Pretty simple, but I'm gonna put these little water hydrants. I'm gonna put 3 of them here. This is kind of the system right there. I'm gonna have a pump water up with a air intake siphon break. Basically, it's gonna pour into an open tube that's gonna come out here. This pump is gonna be controlled by this switch. So you've got 2 controls here. You've got the valve, which can remain open, and this button. So this button is gonna turn on and off the pump. And And then your valve, if you can't figure it out, because customers will probably figure out and want to do this, but of course we're going to fill up water for folks too. This mainly applies for salt water, but we do have high alkaline water for cichlids. That is actually a part of this this RO system I have, but it's pumping out at like 300 parts per million, so you may want to mix that with a little bit of so we can also do dechlorinated tap, and we can do alkaline water. So choices. Anyhow, I know how I'm gonna do this now. It was kind of a sticky point for me to figure out. I wanted to make it really super cool and easy, but simplicity was the key. Not too many mechanical things, and I think the system that I have is gonna work. I've got to plumb it. We've got to put the drain in. That drain is gonna, yeah, that's simple. I don't need to explain that. If you enjoy the technical details, I like going through this because I always wanted to have, or I enjoyed watching videos of people that are putting a store together. I love all the aspects of that. I like hearing about the process, and I hope you do too. That's why I'm sharing that. How the stands are built, how the water systems work, how the filtration is going. Because if you're not opening a store, you can also implement things like that at home. Or if I've seen hobbyists put stuff together that is so much more technical than any store. Some other things down the road that we have to do is I have to put float valves. I have to plumb all of these into the RO system to automatically top off. Because what I found out is that these boxes, these sealed filter boxes, are buoyant when there's no water in them. So what I have here is I've got water being pumped out of the filter box, and when there's not enough water, the box pops up. So it's kind of funny. Of course, it makes sense. I didn't even think about it. So I'm going to put in a little float valve in each one of these. I have all of the mop guards siliconed, sealed up, so that when, not if, but we will put in redundant measures to avoid a leak. But in a fish store, it's pretty much freaking when water hits the floor. But I have Wi-Fi water alarms. I have leak control sensors that shut off the supply. So gonna avoid or put in all assurances that when, and I'm not jinxing myself, knock on wood, I'm just being practical and realistic. Murphy does like to visit on occasion. Murphy likes to visit, especially on vacation. So if I have employees or people that don't have all the background knowledge of how this went together and how all the equipment works, if somebody is in here while I'm on vacation, shit will get shut down immediately if water hits the floor. So that's what I got to do. I've got float valves for these. I've got to plumb them in. I've got to figure out how to do that while still filling the reservoir, or figure out a priority system. Basically, like, those get filled first, and if there's back pressure on those lines, then the tank gets filled. Technical details I'm working out. I've got plants to bring up here. We've got some nice needle leaf java. I've got some little marimo moss balls. What are those called? Yeah, whatever. Fun stuff. I could take up all day on this video with ideas. Got a nice little place for gravel and driftwood down here. Oh, we've got lots of nice rock coming in, lots of nice driftwood. I'm gonna build some really cool wooden crates for all that. We've got some gorgeous black lava rock, some gorgeous dragon stone. We've got some stone that I don't know what it's called. So I've got this emerald green. I mean, that would look sick on a black substrate. I don't know if the lighting really shows off that well. But it's nice and beautiful, jagged. It's just a really pretty emerald green. I've got my scale, need to put this somewhere. I've got some dry reef rock, and then dragonstone. This stuff is super cool. Let me pull out a good piece right here. Ugh. Some really nice. You can stack that up tall, lay it flat, all kinds of options for some amazing aquascaping. More of these little barred Midas babies. That big Ali there may be taking himself a little snack every now and again, but I think they like pellets more than those little baby fishies. Oh, check this out. So, this is super slick. Picked this up at an antique shop, and that's the thing. If you're ever opening a fish shop, or even if you're just looking for stuff for your home collection, man, go everywhere. And I'm sure you probably do. I know I do. And everybody who's an aquarium enthusiast is seeing everything as an aquarium stand or something that can go with their setup. But this little stainless steel cart, man, I'll tell you what, rolling this little son of a bitch around for changing canister filters, running to the wash tub. Right now, this is the airline air pump system. And let me talk to you about that. First, let me finish this. It's badass. Rolls super smooth, good space. We're gonna keep it nice and clear so it can be a bagging station. It can be a little workstation. It can be a fragging station. I don't know what type of stainless it is. It's important to know the composite of stainless that you have to know if it'll hold up well with salt water. But if we see little rust spots pop up, then we'll find out. But it's probably high surgical grade, like high quality stainless. That's my guess. We'll find out because we probably will be using it for salt and fresh water. And over time, salt water will let you know how good your metal is. So this is what we're doing on the air pump. So basically, this system of 15 10-gallon tanks is being powered by this Vivo Sun. I've used these in hydroponics, and it's 1,030 gallon per hour. Is that, I mean, are they measuring gallon per hour in an air pump? I don't know. It is, yeah, here's if you can read that, 3.77 PSI, blah, 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 that's all the stuff. It powers these tanks perfect. I mean, I don't think I need any more. And then I split up, so it's got 6 ports on this manifold right here, and then 2 ports are dedicated to each row, and I have 2 of them on one port, and then 3 on one port, each tank with a independent plastic control valve, and that works great. So I can ratchet down. So man, I feel really bad about this. I had a buddy of mine give me a whole freaking huge, gorgeous piece of driftwood covered in needle leaf java, and it's melting. And I know it'll come back, but it was green and gorgeous. I don't know if it was flow. I don't think it was nutrient. I believe it was lights. I just had a little Current Pro over it at first, but now the lights are up, the plants are happy, they've stopped melting. Life goes on. But so I've got high flow in this one just for the debris. I need to clean it up a little bit more. We've got some Java moss mixed in there. I've got a tank for that down there, and that's about it. Thanks for coming along again. We'll be open soon. I actually have some things going on that I can't be here October 4th through the 9th. So it'll probably be middle of October before we open. It's okay. It'll be worth the wait. I appreciate everybody. We've had a lot of inquiries. I put my hours up on Google, and the business listing page is pulling in a bunch of people. I've had people come in like several times now, and I had to take that away because I couldn't put that we weren't open yet, that we're in the build out process. But it's whatever. It's whatever. Good people though. That's it. Peace.